Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back online.
Enemies!
Outlaw camp, let's introduce ourselves.
This should be the camp. Where are the scavengers?
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Life support is stable. It appears he's been dead for several hours, Pathfinder.
But who killed him?
Pathfinder, I detect movement. Someone is behind that door.
I can be friendly. Let's talk this out.
You can start with an explanation. What happened here?
It was that bastard Axius.
Who?
You haven't heard of him? Axius leads the meanest gang on Elaaden. They run raids on other scavenger camps, never leave anyone alive. Last night, they picked our camp. I was lucky enough to find a hiding place. Been in there ever since.
Your gang bought a thruster from a scientist recently. I want it back.
That piece of junk? Didn't even fit our ship. Axius must have taken it. He took everything. You can try getting it back from him if you have a death wish. I'll even give you the nav point.
You've been surprisingly helpful.
Hey, we're not all bad. Some of us just got unlucky. Oh, one more thing. If you see Axius, shoot first. He's not a talker. I can be friendly. Let's talk this out.
What do we have here? I like his armor. Kill him. Never cross Axius. A tough one. I like it. You have fighting you. I like it.
Looks like outlaws.
Answering all shields.
Tough one. I like it.
That.
Taken care of. Now, where's that thruster?
This appears to be the thrust catalyzer from Nora's ship.
Finally. Let's get it back to her.
Heat levels increasing. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Sinkhole!
It's all right. We'll get out somehow.
Yes?
I got your ship's thruster back. Well, catalyzer. Same thing.
Seriously? I wasn't sure you'd pull it off.
Your work helps the colonization efforts. Least I could do.
Glad somebody appreciates me. Well, I'll install this and be on my way. I've got a lot of planet to cover.
Be careful out there.
Right. I hadn't thought of that. Thanks for the rescue, Pathfinder.
I detect above normal temperatures. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back online. Heat levels increasing. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored. Pathfinder, I detect broken scavenger machinery ahead.
Giving shield assist.
We got company.
Warm up. Outlaws. Good one. Giving shield assist.
Nice work. So, Morta's still pissed off at the Nexus. You'll want to be careful around her, kid.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
They're Krogan. They can live anywhere.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is stable. levels increasing. Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
New Tachanka coming up.
Move along. No outsiders.
He's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morda.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor.
Think I'm a traitor too?
Shut it, Greg.
Don't make me headbutt you. I absolutely will.
Tougher than you look. All right, go ahead.
I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here.
Good.
Pathfinder must think he's pretty tough to just stroll in here.
Wonder how long he'd last in a real fight.
You realize we can hear you.
Went out hunting. Soft, squishy human like you should probably steer clear of the wildlife out there.
You said something about a worm?
Not a worm. The worm. Huge. Invincible. You can't miss it. It pops out of the dunes from time to time. Plows down everything in its path.
As if this planet wasn't deadly enough.
Good news is, it doesn't attack us. It doesn't seem to care about us at all. But stay out of its way. It'll barrel right through you, tear you to pieces.
Thanks for the heads up.
Dr. O'Keir's data was right next to the scrubbed ones.
Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. O'Keir? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No. Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
You talk about Dr. O'Keir like I should know who that is.
Dr. O'Keir was on the leading edge of Krogan genetics, and possibly curing the genophage.
And not using the slow genetic mutation approach the Initiative has invested in.
I had a collection of his research. I hope to cure the genophage in the colony.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The junker was aggressive.
she'll run this place into the ground.
Damn, look at the sky. It's so big.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia?
Yeah?
Pretty wild.
You
out
want to
there.
play the heavy for a criminal?
Retire if it's the
Why
right
come
size.
all this way?
Just
You could have been a pet back on Omega.
We ought to check it out.
Shut up.
Actually. See if we can get in on the action.
You hear, Gar? If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral.
You Ravenor Brank? Struck sent me. He said that you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morda?
I'm Nakmor Morda, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
Drac, Kesh said you had a new job.
She didn't tell me you did.
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tachanka.
I understand you and your people are pissed off.
Humans were welcomed into the Citadel Council with open arms, while the Krogan endured centuries of oppression. You have no idea. Your understanding only makes me mad.
Okay, gotcha. Loud and clear.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like?
Our outposts are new. We could use the advice.
Your manipulation is so transparent. No advice for you, only regret. Watch, the Krogan will thrive and the initiative will pay. Get out of my face before I smash it.
I'm gonna journal about this later. See you soon.
Morda's a hard ass, but that surprised even me. Not good.
Yeah, maybe.
The initiative will pay. She said that, right? I didn't imagine it.
Let's talk to Brank before we freak out.
Drac, you old wreck. Swing by when you ain't so busy playing hero. We'll catch up.
Sure thing, Grot. I have stories, let me... Ryder, this is Grot, an old friend. Practically built this whole place. Don't let the fact that he's Urdnot bother you. He can't help it.
What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
When you said colony, I didn't think you meant this. Why didn't you tell me, Drac?
Wasn't sure about you at first. And then it seemed simpler to just show you when we got here.
It's... rustic.
That's what we're going for. Rustic.
I'm guessing you have questions.
There's a lot of prefab materials here. And shuttles.
Some of it was gear we had stored away on the Nexus.
The rest we sort of stole when we left. Not like anyone was gonna stop us.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus. After the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere.
Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
The plants here. Where'd they come from?
Ever since the clan got here, Vorn and his assistant have been working hard on the greenhouse.
We built him and Hark some pretty fancy digs. Lights and everything.
New Tachanka's plants grow way better than the ones back home. Way less radiation.
You seem at home here, Drac.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring?
The day you dig my grave, old-timer.
Sad honor that'll be.
How do you know Drac?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped.
Now I just can't seem to get rid of him.
I'll talk to you later.
Varka, listen to yourself.
I know what I saw. Did that worm think I wouldn't notice? It's my squad, not Gren's, and I'll be damned if I let them take orders from him.
What do you want me to do?
Handle it, Kortik, or I will.
Half the time, I feel like I'm the only one holding this colony together.
Trouble?
Varka and Gren fought together back home, side by side, but always in competition. Made them stronger. Now they have no enemies to fight, so they're fighting each other. I can see the tension building, colonists taking sides. This is how clan wars start.
A divided colony will never survive out here.
Which is why we need to act fast. Best way to stop this feud is to perform a rite of union.
Which is?
Shove them into a ring with a beast. Make them fight as a team. Defeating a common foe creates a powerful bond. Krogan don't take that lightly. Help me perform the rite, and we can hold this colony together.
How am I supposed to help with the rite?
For one, they need something to fight.
I hope you don't mean me.
No, but I do need you to help me drive a beast into the arena. Shamans make a special lure for this. Should help subdue it.
You really think Varka and Gren could cause a war?
Big problems can start out small, not taking any chances.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Good. Set this lure out in the wilds to attract a fiend. The beast might be feisty at first, so stay on your toes. I'll keep Varka and Gren from each other's throats till you get back. Good luck.
Think we'll have to go back to Ania?
No. The deal was for 500 gallons, no more. With our physiology, it should last us for at least the next decade.
away from Morna.
Better to live for myself than to see this place go the same way as Tachanka.
Don't be stupid. Mortal will find her way.
I'd love to take down the worm.
Don't be stupid. It's invincible.
Did that ever stop me before?
So you're the human Pathfinder. You look different from the pictures I saw.
I'm glad. I mean, I love my dad, but I don't want to look like him. He frowned a lot.
Your dad? You replaced him as Pathfinder?
It's a long story.
Haven't really kept up with Nexus news. Enough trouble to occupy me here.
Scavengers?
Amongst other things. You seen the Flophouse yet? That's where they get together. 80% shacks, 100% trouble. I'll give you the nav point so you can avoid it. Or not, as you choose.
Have you had much trouble with scavengers at the colony?
Not yet. They're not that stupid. A bunch of squishies against 100-odd Krogan? Give it a little time. Resources run low, they'll get desperate, and who knows?
Tell me more about the Flophouse.
It's a loose collection of shelters where some scavenger gangs gather. They knock each other around, drink, and then when they're all riled up, run raids. And if you get close when they're hungry, well, that's how I lost a liver and gained a limp.
Thanks. This information will come in handy.
Just trying to help. Be careful out there, Pathfinder.
Better to live for myself than to see this place go the same way as Tachanka.
Don't be stupid. Morta will find her way.
Feel like we can finally relax. Take it. Scavenger tried to steal our shuttle. Idiot.
Hey, you, come take a look.
Closing early tomorrow. Any reason? Did I say you could ask questions? You're a lackey, not a partner.
Pathfinder, welcome.
You don't welcome an alien into our colony, you ignorant child.
Shut up, old man. Sorry about that. Don't mind him. Credits are credits, I say.
About time someone around here is friendly.
Just give him time. Prove you're one of the good ones. Now buy something before he starts yelling again. tried one of those blue mushrooms? Bad idea.
You let him ship off to Kadara? What were you thinking?
It was his choice.
No, his life is the...
Got the orders from Morta. Cutting water rations again.
I don't like this.
Didn't do long since I had to use a rifle.
You must be the Pathfinder.
That's me. What do you do at the colony?
Botany. Sort of. I'm Vorn's apprentice. He's the real genius with plants.
Know anything about those crazy plants out on the dunes?
The red ones? Well, there used to be a lot more of them.
What do you mean?
You see all those red banners outside? The red paint on the walls? Yeah? The crushed leaves make a perfect dye. Other than that, not much use. Pretty to look at, though.
How's research going?
Slowly. We're fine on Elaaden, but plants aren't. They need a better defense against the elements. I want to experiment by crossing vegetation with the native animal life on Elaaden.
From what I've seen of the wildlife, those will be some exciting plants.
Now I just need to convince Vorn. He thinks it's too dangerous. I guess there's a chance of breeding carnivorous plants like the ones back home, but it's worth the risk.
I'll leave you to your work.
Flowing. That's all I need.
I don't sell Rincol to humans. Matter of principle.
What's it like living out here?
It's no paradise, but it's easier than Tachanka. Back home, stepping outside during a nuclear wind could tear the plate from your skull.
What's Rincol?
Krogan alcohol, like drinking a live grenade. I distill it myself, strongest in the galaxy.
That's impressive.
Not really. I'm the only distiller in the galaxy.
Remind me to stock up.
What made you pick up and come to Helios?
I was sick of living on a dead planet, watching my people tear each other apart. Hitching a ride on the Nexus was a chance to start over.
But you left the Nexus.
And built this. Best decision the Krogan ever made. Just wish it was on better terms. Not wise to burn bridges out here.
What was it like traveling on the Nexus?
Don't know. I remember Solarians packing us into cryo. Some of us needed a double hit to fall asleep. Then, nothing. Suddenly we were here. You want to know more, ask Barrack. Says he woke up mid-journey and lived 50 years alone on the Nexus.
He has to be lying.
Probably. Good story, though.
What do you have against selling Rincall to humans?
Spend too much time babysitting humans who think they can stomach it. Fact is, you can't. Maybe it won't kill you, but it'll leave me a mess to clean up.
I bet I could handle it.
Typical.
That's all for now.
Back to it.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there. Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there. They'll kill you for a tire if it's the size.
Nexus, how about you? Elaaden ain't a place for wimps, but it's kicking your human ass.
Yeah, ha! No thresher maws on Earth to practice on.
I do okay.
I'd like to see it. Next time we go out looking for fiends, we'll take you.
Fiends? Yeah, they're tough. How about we find an architect? Throw that in the mix.
Now we're talking. Might kill us, but that sounds fun.
You're okay, Nexus.
Got what it takes to be a winner? Hey, wanna bet on Team Rincall? Come on, what do you say?
Sounds good. I'll bet on Rincall.
That's how it goes. Maybe you'll do better next time.
Scavenger tried to steal our shuttle. Idiot.
That's a sure winner by now.
Raven or Brank?
Quiet. Anyone tells Morda I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Spit out what you know, and I'll take it from there.
Okay, okay. I said quiet, not rude.
What?
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morda's after the drive core.
She can't activate it. It's remnant.
What are you talking about? She's building a bomb.
With a drive core as a power source? Sam?
Dangerous to those handling it, but, in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months, battling those robots and scavengers. Lots here want peace with the Nexus. If Morda gets that drive core, boom, it's over. Now get away from me.
Thanks, Brank. Blood threshers, come on. Make a bet.
Come on. We have to try.
Sorry, Pathfinder. No outsiders in the family quarters. Ran into some of those scavengers on patrol.
That's where your gas came from.
Don't tell anyone you me this.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there. They'll kill you for a tire if it's the right size.
Looks like a remnant derelict.
We need to get out of this heat zone.